To get it done when it counts. Man, Joey, if I'd have told you mid-May you would have 2 wins by mid-August, would you have believed me?
Don't let the boys get hot. We're pretty strong right now. It's awesome to see the speed in the 22 again. Gosh, it was a great car. We've had a great car here the last 5 races, and we haven't been able to capitalize on the win. We've been so close, but sweet redemption today.
You said we are back. Is it time for everybody else to start taking this team as a legit championship threat, Joey?
I think so. I mean, we got a strong team, no doubt, and we got to, obviously Paul made some great calls there. Coleman did a good job, but the 19 was better than us that last run. So, yeah, I was trying to just manage the tires, but still get that gap, and yeah, just kind of a fun back and forth battle. Had a fun strategy there too, with different strategies out there. It's a typical Richmond race, so pretty cool to get one here, and yeah, on the loud and get another one.
I was going to ask you about the 19 catching you, what was going through your mind, because he did look a little bit better than you at the end of that run.
Yeah, he was faster. Yeah, I kind of took off there, and I was like, okay, I'm going to be okay. I just got to pass the 20, and then I just fell off harder the last run there. And so, yeah, it was a fun, like I said, a little cat and mouse game there at the end, back and forth. But yeah, it's getting the points that we need. This is important. We need to get ourselves back into the top 10. I assume this gets us probably pretty close after.
9th, how about that?
Even better. So we'll keep grinding.
There at the end, man. How much more does you need?
Yeah, I don't know what more I needed. I thought that last run I was a little bit better than him to get there at the end. The prior run to the pit stop, I just lost brakes and got really, really loose, and I gave up a 3-second advantage, and that was ultimately the difference. So, yeah, I just had kind of one bad run, and that was, like I said, the difference maker there in the end. So, yeah, it's weird to be mad running second here. This has been a real struggle for me at this place, and I think that's my first ever top 10 here even. But just to be that close and not get it done, this is still frustrating. So, yeah, I had a really fast Bass Pro Shops tracker Toyota, and just wasn't able to seal the deal there at the end.
You had the brakes shake early in your runs. How much did that matter? And then can you flesh it out a little bit? Your first time inside the top 10, and this group has a lot to say about that.
Yeah, the brake deal was interesting because I had great brakes, and that I felt like for a large majority of the race was my advantage. I could just get in the corner so deep compared to everybody, and then as I lost that, I kind of lost my advantage, and then I just became not mediocre, but I just wasn't quite as strong as what I needed to be to maintain there. So yeah, definitely frustrating from that standpoint, but still huge improvement from what I've been here for sure. So going to the next one.
Just a note, you did clinch into the chase tonight.
Yeah, that's great. Obviously, that was the goal, right? You want to be able to race for a championship. So a long way to go. We need to get 5th in points. So yeah, we continued to do what we needed to do from that standpoint. Just had a great points night, but it would have been great to have 15 more points at the end of it. So yeah, just frustrating to say the least to have one slip away like that at the end.
Great night. Still working hard.
And Christopher Bell led 29 laps today, held on for 7th after being on an alternate strategy with older tires. When they're a varying strategy, how do you measure the success of your day?
I mean, honestly, it ended up being a better finish than we probably deserved. We just, the team did a really good job of just staying in it, no mistakes on pit road, no real issues, and kind of probably took a 12th place car and finished 7th with it. So I'm happy with our team. We did really good. Whenever the strategy started unfolding, I thought that I was going to be a lot more in the mix than what I was. Whenever Joey and Chase caught me with 20 or 30 to go, I was bummed, but that's all right.
Drive of the night from 23rd to wind up finishing 3rd. Austin, welcome into the post-race show. How about the drive you had this evening? Ryan Wilson said we would love to get stage 1 points. Not sure we can, starting 23rd. You finished 4th in stage 1. Did you see that coming tonight?
I'm not sure I was seeing that progress that early, but we certainly had a fast Quaker State Menards 4 Mustang. So I'm super proud of Brian, everybody at Team Penske. I mean, all 4 of those cars that rolled out of the shop this week were lightning fast. Obviously, congrats to Joey and everybody on the 22 car. But yeah, this was the kick in the ass that this team needed, man. I mean, the last couple of weeks and really months have been a bit of a grind for us, suffering in silence and succeeding in silence in some ways. And tonight was a good way to drop the mirror in front and just be able to remember who we are a little bit and be able to go out and execute a good race.
Austin, great race there. I just want to ask, so coming off of a week like last week, nothing like what you wanted and expected there, I know, but to come here and do this, having teammates like Joey Logano, Ryan Blaney, and even a good short track racer, along with everything that you have going on there, what does that mean to you, and how does that help you to recover from weeks like last week?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's super critical, the full team effort. Obviously, you typically don't see just, one or two cars succeeding, from this group. It's a lot of us at the same time, and that's through collaboration. And Joey and Ryan, I couldn't ask for better teammates from those two guys on so many different levels and so many varying different personalities between the three of us. It really is a blast to be able to work with those guys, but also learn from those guys. I mean, this is a racetrack that I feel like Joey Logano could finish top 5 in my rental car. I mean, it's a place where I study him so much. And a well-deserved winner. I felt good. I actually did pass him at one point tonight. He pitted the lap after. But, baby steps. But, no, super weekend for everyone on the team. Hopefully Roger was able to stay up for that one and cheer us on because, we're going to keep needing to do that if we all want to have a shot to chase a championship.
Awesome. We saw tonight after 30 laps, you guys had lost 2 seconds of speed. Talk about how difficult it is to drive this racetrack.
It's so challenging, and you have to be so creative and in such a rhythm and so patient. I didn't do much short track racing growing up. I did about everything but, and this is what I imagine it would be like. And it's just obviously just kind of on a blown up scale. And I've always loved coming to this racetrack. It's one of my favorites on the schedule. And, have a sold-out crowd. It was. I don't usually look at the stands, but like under caution, I think there were people hanging off the fence the entire night. It was. It's really cool to see, and it's what I think of when I think of stock car racing.
Fantastic run, Austin. Congrats on that, and congrats also on gaining so many points on the Chase Cut line. 2 races now left in the regular season. We'll see you in New Hampshire.
Cool. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you.
But I'm thinking maybe what could have been, because you were praising this car on your cool-down lap.
Man, it was last 100 was extremely fast, but obviously had 2 stops where the left side jack stop is broken, so it fell down. They couldn't get the jack under the car, so that's 10 seconds worth of extra pit stop, and I think we ended 11 behind. So it was really, really good. I mean, just team did a great job with they called the right strategy there at the end, and then got the car the best when it really mattered that last 100.
How does jack post fail like that? I've never seen that.
Just, you never know. I mean, coming up on the racetrack, you bottoming out here and there, but contact here and there, you just never know, but it's just one of those things.
You're supposed to be good here. What does this tell you about the night, having overcome that?
Yeah, I mean, you wouldn't know it, I guess, after watching tonight, but this was an average race for us, and we weren't exceptional, but we were much better than what we were here yesterday. Team made amazing adjustments overnight, and then again amazing adjustments the last 100. I just put us too far behind with some bad restarts, and then those last 2 pit stops.
And after 9 straight finishes outside the top 10, Chase Elliott breaks through with a 5th place finish here at Richmond, and you clinched a spot in the chase. What does a day like this do for the 9 team?
I mean, it's just really nice to have a solid day. I feel like we've had a really rough stretch over the last, 2 or 3 months. We've had, a couple of okay days, but for the most part, it's been, definitely not what we've been looking for. So, obviously tonight wasn't a win or anything, but for how it's been going, it feels nice just to put together a solid night and also know that I felt like there was still room for improvement. I thought that we had a couple of hiccups on pit road. I made a couple mistakes, but nothing was crazy, right? So that's really cool. Really proud of everybody for sticking with it on our UniFirst Chevy team and just continuing to show up each week with a good attitude, and hopefully this is an opportunity for us to kind of get things going in the right direction. Obviously, it'd be a good time to do that if we can make it happen. So hopefully tonight's a good start.
Top 5 for Chase Elliott.
So I'm hoping Josh Berry likes getting used to this. Another top 10 run for you this week after the 4th last week at Iowa. How good was the 21 tonight?
Yeah, I felt like we were solid. I thought we were really good the first 2 stages. Car was really holding on good on the long run, and lost a little bit there in the final stage. I mean, kind of got off with the strategy, we got trapped under yellow early, rebounded from that, and then that second one we were kind of one of the last cars on tires and just didn't get a great restart. But all in all, it feels good to be disappointed with an 8th place finish and stage points in both stages. And, we just got to keep carrying this momentum into Loudon and try to do it again.
As we watch the different strategies, we're amazed at the disparity in the speeds. How crazy is it as a driver to know guys are going by you and to just kind of put it out of your mind?
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. I mean, this place, I love coming here. Every time I've come here, I feel like we've had good races, and I definitely feel super comfortable coming to places like this. So, I'm happy with 8th. I just want a little bit more. I know we're capable of it. We just needed a little bit more there out of the car, I feel like, and to just maintain up front a little bit better. But all in all, good day. Just want to thank Motorcraft and Ford Racing and everybody at Wood Brothers. And like I said, we got another good track coming up next week.